I've been playing Moonstone for a couple years now, but ever since I started from day one, I've played straight goblins. I've been telling myself for a long time if I dipped into another faction, I would go with the Gnomes because the Gnomes seem pretty sick. And I finally just bit the bullet and did it. So let's open these up. I'll show you what's inside and we'll chat a little bit. So I tell people time and time again, out of decades of playing miniature games, lots of different companies, lots of different brands, Moonstone has got to be top 5, if not the absolute best quality miniatures I have ever seen and worked on. Now, the art style is very Jim Henson-esque, and I can understand if you don't like that. That's a lot going on. This guy's a lot of different pieces. Let's get someone who's a little more easier to see. But holy cow, look at that miniature. Just super crisp lines. Where's the flash? For a resin miniature, there's this tiny little like wafer thin right there in the crook of her arm. Just a soft brush with a toothbrush while I'm washing it, since I have to wash it for it being a resin model. And it comes right off. I mean, it's crazy. Lots of resin models, even good resin models, will have flash, bent or broken weapons. Pretty common with resin. And I have just never seen an issue with any Moonstone model. Any that I've opened, any that my friends have opened. Just the tiniest bit, a little flash right there. Again, just comes off with a brush, soft bristles, just super clean, crisp lines. The quality control is phenomenal. This guy's going to be a little hard to see because he's different pieces, but he's the goat rider. Just phenomenal. Wow, they didn't forget his bits down there, did they? That's hilarious. So I'm not going to go too much into the cards, but Mama Gamble is pretty much where the story begins with the Gnomes. Gnomes within 4 inches gain +1 melee, +1 arcane, and then reduce damage by 1. She has an ability, not even arcane ability, just active abilities, to move models and restore wounds. She has a heal. Pretty darn good. These guys have a lot of abilities. The one to keep them close together. +4 inches, give a bonus to other militia. I got some decent range, 14 inches. That might be the longest range I've seen so far in this game, to be honest. Billy's ramming speed is really good. I don't plan on using Quarrel. I do plan on using Billy and Mama Gimbal. They synergize well together. Let's move on to the next box. Brothers in Arms. Get everything sorted out here. My goblins are all painted up. And they paint up nice. Again, no issues with my goblins. See this guy around his ear, his head there, just the thinnest, super thin, wafer thin flash. Just thumb gets it right off, fingernail. But like I said, you're going to be washing them in warm water anyway to get the release agent off. And this little tiny wafer thin stuff will just come right off with a soft bristle brush. I've bought some premium brand miniatures before that have humongous chunks of flash, broken models, just completely unusable pieces. I have a nightmare story from my Deathcore Krieg from Forge World when they first came out. Man, this was probably at least 10 years ago. I ordered a whole army from Forge World. And they came in and you could just see like a straight line down the middle of this guy. And it was just front and back of the model shifted like a 16th of an inch. Like completely unusable models. Look at this guy. He's super awesome. They would have sprues of weapons. So it would be a little sprue gate with several rifles or whatever. And the flash would be just completely covering them. A thin layer of flash, but it's just completely covers from all sides. So just completely unusable weapon sprues. Graddock. This guy, tough as old boots. That's the same, a great ability. Morris has the same ability. They just heal 2 on their wound. It's pretty good. Friendly models within 4 can ignore catastrophes. Pretty good. Another 14-inch range guy. Sinkhole seems cool. Can slow people. Love damage effects. Or movement effects, I should say. Magic Brew. A lot of options on this guy. I don't currently have plans for Young Jack, but we'll see. I think I have 5 models in mind for sure that I want to use, and the 6th is still up for grabs, so we'll see. I'll see what synergizes the best, what I like. We'll go from there. Let's see, this box is the Outlanders. And we'll take a look here. Just look at the crispness and the detail on this guy. These models are just amazing. And again, nothing warped, nothing broken. So this character has a cool ability with the forests. See if I can find her real quick. Joanna. Revenge of the Forest Friends, 18-inch range. Target within 3 inches of a tree or wooded patch suffers X damage. Pretty cool. And then there's another model that can, Loki right here, with Verdant Growth, he can drop wooded patches. A lot of synergy with these guys. They like to be close together. And they like the enemy to be far away, apparently. Man, this guy is just... Look at that. I might have to use... It's fairly common for me to just, in RPGs, find minis that I super love and then just create characters around them. So I might have to make a gnome just to use this character because he is awesome. Of course, this guy with the, rat pelt on his head. Also awesome. Yeah, love him. So let's see. We looked at Loki a little bit. Again, he can move models. That's awesome. He can reduce damage. Whenever he takes damage, you just flip the arcane card and reduce it by the value. That's really good. If he successfully bluffs, he gets 3 energy. Wow, that's crazy. Joanna has the Revenge of Forest Friends ability. Again, they all have some kind of damage reduction. Muraday, if I'm saying that right. Again, damage reduction. Friendly rogues in the 6 inches gain +1 arcane. You can just give her +2 evade. Move target an enemy 1 inch and they cannot react. That's pretty good. Robbery, she could just steal moonstones. Sewer rat, she can teleport from building to building. Pretty good. I mean, it might be difficult for me to come up with my top 6 out of that. Anyway, I just wanted to have some more Moonstone content because it is just a phenomenal game. One thing, I have a couple videos about Cyberpunk. I've been really thinking about Cyberpunk lately. I think it's a genius system and I want to love it. I love the color-coded system, how the color of the dice reflects with the range ruler, and then taking wounds degrades your dice, and then, so it reflects that you're wounded because you do actions worse. And it's super smart, very innovative. I want to love it, but man, I am just frustrated every single time I play Cyberpunk. I've got, I don't know, 30 games on my belt. Win, lose, or draw, I'm always frustrated with Cyberpunk. And alternatively, I've played so many games of Moonstone. I've demoed it a bunch of times. I've played 2, 3, 4-player games. Never once at the end of a Moonstone game have I been frustrated. It's just a great game. It's a lot of fun. And this just comes to mind because last weekend I played both. I taught someone Cyberpunk and then turned around and taught them Moonstone. And it's just plain as day. Moonstone is just a phenomenal game. I'll catch you next time.